Hello, friendly stampers. How are you? I am finally back with a video after I don't think I've done one in 2 weeks. It's been a busy time. Um, I think I might have said on here I was going to have a total knee replacement. Well, I had a little bumps in the road with my heart, with the EKGs and stuff like that. They got it all figured out. I'm cleared for surgery, and we scheduled that today for next Wednesday, November 16th. So I am here today to bring you a video. This is the one I did last week, last Tuesday, on my Facebook Live. So if you are not a member of my Facebook Live video and you didn't see that, then you'll get to see it tonight. And I really love it. But first I am going to bring up on my iPad. I want to make sure that I can have everything in focus. So I'm going to bring that up just so that when I turn the camera down, I'll be able to make sure that the card's in focus and all that. But anyway, what I want to tell you about is, first off, I'm Rita Holmes. I am an independent demonstrator from Ohio with Stampin' Up. And I love doing what I do. I love to stamp. I've been stamping forever and ever and ever, it feels like. It's been a good 25 years, which to me is forever. But anyway, I love to do Stampin' Up and that, so I am trying to build my team. If you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, I would love to talk to you about that and get you on board. And you can email me at ritaholmes0611@gmail.com. You can just put a comment in the comments here, and I can get in touch with you. If you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like to order the things I show tonight, you can go to my online store. You will get to see the address for that and my host code for November, not October. I'm way back. I don't even know what day it is half the time right now. In November, that you can use. Also want to tell you that I do have my Facebook Live group, or Facebook group, where I do my lives, and I put my PDFs in the file section there, that you can go and snag the PDFs for the cards that I make. For 99.9% of the cards, there are directions, and I do them in a PDF form, and you are more than welcome to copy those for free. I do not charge for the ones that I do on my Tuesday lives, so that's a good thing. And also on my Facebook group, if you watch the live video and comment while I'm live over there, I do give away the card that I make, so you get your name in for a drawing for that. I do want to tell you that Stampin' Up it's called Fitting Florets, and I'm sure you've seen it. I'm turning around to get my paper. Fitting Florets, and it is available to you as customers from November 1st to January 4th. The bundle, the stamp set and the die, the one bundle, will be in the new mini catalog that comes out in January. The DSP paper that you can get now, and the little embellishments, and the framed and festive stamp set. I don't know that it will be in the catalog. Haven't heard for sure, but it is a Christmas set, so I'm going to say probably not. So I'm going to turn the camera down. I am going to show you those things. My video tomorrow over on my Facebook page will have the framed and festive stamp set. I'll be using this saying out of that for a card that I'm going to be doing over there, and then hopefully get it to you real soon. So let's flip my camera, and if you get dizzy, just shut your eyes. If you don't mind hitting the subscribe button and sharing this video while I'm getting all of this set up, I would much appreciate it. So let's turn the camera and see what we see. We see pretty much of it. Let me scoot that back. And we're going to take and tilt my camera a little bit and move it up. Tilted it a little bit too much. I've moved my room all around so you don't have It's hard for me to get used to, is what it is. So here's my information up here. It's got my online store, ritaholmes.stampinup.net. My host code is in the red letters. And if you would like to place an order, you can go to my online store, use that host code, and place your order. Unless it's over $150, do not use the host code, because then you can get your own Stampin' Rewards, which if it's $150, you're going to get $15 free merchandise. So I'd rather you get your $15 free than use my host code. Okay, here's the fitting florets. This is what the samples look like they showed. And here are the pieces. So let me show you those. I'm going to turn around again and get them. The bundle that's going to be in the new mini catalog will be this stamp set, along with these dies, and there are actually 2 pages of dies. So let me show them to you. Get them out here. So it'll be these. These will be the dies. Fits the flowers, this, the leaves, has a couple extra pieces, and fits all of this. So those are the dies. That is the stamp set. Now that is what will be carried over. And then we have the framed and festive, or this. It's got some nice sayings for Christmas. And, you know, actually you can use the From All of Us after Christmas. You can use From Our House to Yours if you're sending something to somebody. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Could be birthday, whatever. And you could do something like that with this one. But this one you have to get now. The bundle will be in the catalog, and they have a pack of paper, and they have these little swirl embellishments. I haven't even opened my paper yet, so let's take a quick peek at it. See if I can get it open real quick. Which is not always. For one thing, I don't have fingernails to help open it. And I've been working down here in my craft room. It's now my stamp studio, because that's all that's in it is my Stampin' Up stuff. But here are the papers, which are so pretty. And I think some of the dies will fit those. There's the back side of that. I haven't even opened and looked at this. This is so pretty. Love the colors. This might be my favorite. Love that blue and the green. With that soft green back there. That's so pretty. Lots of flowers. Lots of flowers. That's pretty too. They're heavy on the blue, and that's got a pink on the back. Blues and greens again, but on a white background. And it has looks like that's evening evergreen and check, a buffalo check. That's really pretty. The colors that can be used in it are Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. So that is the colors for the paper. Isn't that pretty? So let's get this out of the way, and I'm going to show you what we are going to make tonight. But keep this in mind that you can order this and the paper till January 4th. Now the paper I'm going to say will be till while supplies last. It says gold adhesive back swirls, limited time only. Framed and festive, the Christmas sets, limited time only. And the designer series paper is limited time only. So this set with the dies is what will be in that new catalog when it comes out in January. Sounds like fun to me. Let's set all this out of our way. And then we're going to go to, this is our card we're making tonight. It's using the split card die. And now I can bring my camera down just a little bit. Let's do that. Let's see what we get. There we go. So that is our card that we are going to do tonight. I'm going to turn my light down. I think it's too bright. Oh, that looks even better. There we go. That looks better. You can see the card better. So we are going to use the Hope and Peace set that's in the mini catalog now. That's what the Tidings of Comfort and Joy. And then the Merry Christmas on the inside. The paper is from the Boughs of Holly set that is in the mini catalog. And we are using this piece right here. It's got a lot of greens in it. It's really, really pretty. The back side is just red and greens. But this has a lot of poinsettias in it. And it's got Christmas trees. And this piece of paper is what I'll be using tomorrow on my Facebook Live over on my Facebook group. So the other set with all of the dies that I have cut out here is the Forever Fern set, which is in the annual catalog. A lot of people have it. It's been used and used and used. It's almost been used and abused. So many people have used it for everything. But I wanted to show that you could also use it for Christmas. We are also going to be using a piece of the gold ribbon right here. And we'll be coloring that with the dark, soft succulent Stampin' Blend marker. Okay, so let's get started and let me show you how we are going to make this card. The split card die I already have cut out. And what it is, they are right here. If you might have looked over them in the catalog because they don't look like what they do. You get two of them. You get like this little check design, and then this is just a, I don't know, it's like just an artistic design. But, oops, I forgot to get a little guy out of it right there. A little piece. It's funny how you'll come back to something and you'll see that. So I cut this 5 1/4 by 4, and it has 2 straight edges, so you can leave a border, and then you'll have this nice border over here. So let's bring in everything else that I used. And first of all, I used a piece of 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 thick white, basic white cardstock. So I'm just going to take and fold that over and just give it a nice fold. I also, because I wanted this to be nice and heavy, I also cut this out of the thick cardstock because I just wanted to make it a little bit sturdier than what I usually do. Here's my piece of DSP paper from the Boughs of Holly, and it is cut 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And the reason being because I'm going to turn it over, and this is going to be glued here, and I just want that to be inside of my measurement lines so that I don't have any of it sticking out, and it makes it nice and neat. I'm going to use my Tombow multi-purpose glue, and I am going to take and get it working first. Come on. There we go. Now we got it. I didn't want to scribble like that on the end. I'm just barely going down these edges because I don't want to make a mess and have it all over the place. And then I'm just going to, because I want it to hold itself down really good. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. And when I do, I'm just going to make sure that all the way around I have it to the inside areas. Scoot this one over just a hair. And there it is. And so I'm just going to rub that down. And I'm going to go ahead, make sure I got my card on the right side. And I'm going to go ahead and glue that on my card because I'm not going to be doing anything to it that I need it up. And the reason why I'm going to go ahead and glue it on my card mainly is if there's any glue. I think I'm running out of glue. If there's any glue to the outside of this, I won't have it sitting on my table. So I'm just going to put this down right here. And I love white on white. I think that really looks pretty. So let's just rub that down. I'm actually going to turn it over. And I'm just going to give it a good rub. Burnish that down where I got that glue on there so it dries nice and flat. There we go. So there is the front of our card. I am going to go ahead. Sorry about that if you heard that. I thought I had my phone turned off. In fact, I did have it turned off. I don't know what happened. Maybe I don't have. Yep, I got that turned off. I don't know what's going on, but they can get a call back in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink my stamp up right here. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp this at the bottom of my card. I'll go ahead and bring the Merry Christmas in, and I'll stamp the inside of my card, and I'll have that part stamped. So let's... Oop, I think I moved it. No. Felt like it. Okay, we have the stamping part done right there. So now what we are going to do is we're going to use the Forever Fern set, and then we're going to be using the dies. Now I've already cut this die out because I just cut it out of the garden green, and I'm going to be cutting that up to use in my card. I've got some scrap paper right here that we are going to use real quick. Let me go ahead and get the dies out that I'm going to be using, which will be this die right here and this die. And we're going to cut those out with the mini Stamp and Emboss machine because I needed to stamp them first. So it's what we are going to do. Actually, I'm going to set this to the side because I have a piece here that I've already used, and I'll just reuse it. And that will be good. So I'm just going to ink that up. Ink it up again. That way I have 2 of those. That's all I'll need of that. So let's put the red away. I don't want to get my fingers in it. And I am notorious for getting my fingers in ink. My fingers think if there's ink out here, they need to be in it. Thought I just did it. Okay, I'm bringing in Soft Succulent, and I'm going to stamp 2. I love how these stamps. They're so pretty. So we have 2 of those. We'll close this up. And before I get out the emboss machine, the Stamp and Emboss machine, I'm going to bring in a scrap piece of paper. And I'm going to go ahead and color my ribbon, and that way it'll have a chance to dry real well. So this is my gold ribbon, and I'm bringing in my Soft Succulent Stampin' Blend. It's the dark one. I think it's the dark. Yep, the dark. And I'm just going to color my ribbon. And it dries really fast, but figured while I'm stamping and coloring stuff, we will do all of it at one time. Make sure I got the center all the way down. And there we go. So it'll dry. So easy to do that and make your ribbon different colors. I'm going to go ahead and tie my bow and leave it sit before I put it on my card. And I always cut my ribbon a little bit longer than what I want it, because I just feel like that's what I need to do. Then I pull tight, make sure I got these kind of even. And then I will trim it once I get it on my card. I'm going to set it to the side. We are going to bring the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the little mini one, which is right here, this little guy, and I am going to tidy up my table because it drives me crazy. I just dropped something. I'm always dropping something. Story of my life. Story of my life. So let's bring in our little plates. I should have actually cut these. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make my life a little bit easier. I'm going to cut this thing off. And then I think I'm going to cut these in two. And I'm going to cut these in two. Is that going to fit on there? Yeah. Good job. Cut these down a little bit, and then that way I can cut each one of them out at a time, like so. I'm going to actually cut this one down too. There we go. So let's go ahead and put our dies where they go. And they're easy to line up, so that's another good thing about these dies. They're easy. As long as you don't take your finger and scoot them once you get them on there, which I'm notorious for that too. So I'm going to put these down, get them in there so it holds them, and then just this little machine squeaks on me. It's a little squeaky machine. So there's that. Here's this one. Now we'll bring in the other ones. Let's put one up here, one here. Does everybody like to die cut? You know, I love the looks of die cuts. I just think that die cuts are expensive. I can't even get this one on without moving my fingers. Well, I did it again. What is it? Whew. You can always trim if you got excess hanging over on one side. I do that quite often because I'm good for that. Okay. I'm going to put that in here. Get that in. We're going to cut these out. Okay. Let's clean up some of the mess so we can see what we have here. Because it's kind of a mess. There are those. We're done with this. Let's put it up. Noisy, isn't it? That's okay. Let me take a little noise. Okay, so here's what I did with this. First of all, I took my little scissors, wherever they are. I cut the stems off because I didn't need the stems. I left the stems on one of them, cut the stems off of one of them. Oh, you know what? Did I need... No, I did not. So I say, did I need 3 of those? But I did not. So let's cut the stems off of all of these. Like so. And then I took this and I cut a piece here. And cut that into a piece. And then I will take this one into a piece. So we can use 3 pieces out of that one set. I did cut the stems off. I wasn't sure. It's been a week since I did this card, so lots happened in a week. There we go. Okay, so let's bring this over. So what I did was I'm going to use, if you can see, when I die cut, this one has a little bit more white over here. I'm going to use it first. I'm going to use it right up here. And then I'm going to use this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on that. And glue them down. And I'm not going to glue every little piece. I'm just gluing mainly at the bottom. And it'll hit over here on this solid spot and really hold it down. Then I'm going to do this piece. Then I'm going to bring in this piece right here. And I'll just hit a few of the leaves. And I'm going to tuck that right in between these. There we go. I'm going to tuck that one in there. And then I think I'm going to bring this one over here. Like so. Now hold on to it till I get it to stick. I'm going to bring my berries in, and I am going to cut these berries right here out. I'm just going to trim that up to make it look like it was meant to be that way. Oops. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put these little berries are going to go right in here. So let's just put a little bit at the bottom. then this little bit of berries I'm going to tuck right in here where I tucked before. Then I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to use some glue dots. I didn't use dimensionals on any of this card. I thought with the die cuts and the die itself being the way it's made that it had enough dimension to it. And I'm just going to add this right here. Stick that down really well. And then I'll take my ribbon and I'll just trim my ends. This one looks a little bit bigger, so let's cut it down just a hair more. There we go. So that's the front of our card. So what do you think? Looks like a Christmas card once you get all that done. On the inside, I'm going to take my green pieces. I'm just going to add a little glue again on a few of the leaves. I'm going to stick that down. Then I'm going to take my berry piece as a whole piece. And I'm just going to add those in there with the greenery. And you have a place that you can sign. Plus you have your front of your card with your dies. And then your DSP is showing through with some of the reds in that. And on my sample card, I don't have it like this, but I'm going to do this here. I'm going to take my champagne jewels. And I'm going to add a few jewels to my card. So I'm just going to add jewels there. I think I'll put one right, oh, I don't know, maybe here. And then I think I'll put one right here. So I added a little bit of bling to it. And there it is. That is our finished card. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember that if you would like to join Stampin' Up! Or you're thinking about it, I sure love to be able to talk to you about that. Again, my email is ritaholmes0611@gmail.com. And you can drop me a message there, leave it in the comments, and I'd love to be able to talk to you. And I will be having knee surgery next Wednesday, so I'll probably be out of commission for just a little bit, but I hope not too long. I'm going to try to get back in really, really quick. Here's my host code and stuff again if you need that. And I really appreciate you watching my video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. And we will hope to see you soon. I've got a couple videos to catch up on, so I'm hoping to get those done all within this week, so they'll be caught up when I do go and have my surgery. You guys have a great night or day, whatever time it is you're watching this, and I will see you again. Thank you. Bye.